I've made it to the New Orleans train station. Got about an hour until boarding. Apparently that girl was bound and tied, but she's escaped. Alright, so what do we got? Waiting area, 2 platform doors, Amtrak ticketing, Megabus, what? I don't think they do tickets in person, do they? And then over there is the Greyhound area. They still have humans employed here. Surprising that Greyhound still exists in New Orleans. I'm at New Orleans. This is the city of New Orleans. The locomotive is off for servicing. And then next to it is the Mobile test train. That's pretty cool. And it's got power. This is the Greyhound schedule board. It just changed. There was a pretty long list of departures, and now there's just 4 or 3. Maybe it'll change back. There we go. Houston, Shreveport, Atlanta. What's that bottom line? New Orleans bus station. That's not what this is? So no routes to LA, I guess. Looks like they have an interesting boarding strategy here. They group people by seat number. 1 to 20. Wait, A. Okay, line forms here. A. A1, B20, C 21 to 40, C 1 to 20. Alright, I hope the passengers can figure it out. I certainly can't. You gotta look down a little ways. So you've got A1 on the left, and then if you look down to the far side, A21. And then line B is 4 seats 20 through 40 plus. That makes sense. I made it out onto the bus platform. They have 16 loading positions. I guess this used to be a pretty busy place. Not anymore. These are kind of interesting. This is so the driver of the bus that is parking in this stall knows precisely where to stop. All he needs to do is put his front wheel between the 2 bumps. And it's all set. Oh, difficult lighting situation here. So I don't see a diner on this train. We've got a coach, and then the Sightseer Lounge, and then another coach. No dining car. So I guess it's microwave food all the way to Chicago. So we just need some power on the train, locomotive propulsion. It's 12:25 p.m. Train boards at 1:15. There's an interesting structure next to the bus loading platform. I imagine that was for handling luggage. Don't know. And then there's like a bay window kind of thing up there on the 2nd floor. I just talked to the driver of that bus briefly. I asked him if there's a bus to LA, and he said yes. And I asked the schedule, and he only knows it as far as Houston. That bus is going to Houston, and his trip terminates there, and you can The Mobile test train has departed the station, and now there's a Amtrak freight locomotive out there. I don't know if there's power on the city of New Orleans yet or not. I can't see. Boarding is scheduled to begin at 1:15, and they just made an announcement. Sleeping car passengers will go first, then a group that's going to Memphis will go second, and then I guess it's just chaos from there on out. Or maybe they'll give us more information. We'll see. Back there is the first class lounge, and they are boarding now. I count 23 sleeping car passengers. And now no, it's in fact 2. I thought those 2 women were going to get on. So 21 sleeping car passengers. Okay, so now the group is on, and she has called Memphis. So Memphis is the bulk of the ridership. The rest of the waiting area is more or less cleared out. Next is Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson passengers only. If you're in a room, we already boarded you. If you're in Memphis, we boarded you. Jackson. You need to ride down to the train.
Okay, so that leaves very few people for Illinois and other states. Okay, boarding now. I've been sent to the 4th car, which I think is the coach right behind the Sightseer Lounge. 1, 2. Oh, it's the coach. It's the car right in front of the Sightseer Lounge. 3. I hope it's not the car that everybody's trying to pile onto. No, they're just walking past it. Phew. Alright, camera down. I am on board, and I got a good seat right in front of the stairway, right side. And I noticed that all of the windows on this car are now emergency exit windows. So the carpet is gone from the sidewalls. There's different carpet on the floor than original manufacture. This carpet appears to be the original 1978 or newer carpet. I was going to say that the signs have been removed because that was the case on the last car I was on. But this has the signs. They're not the same though. They used to be perforated aluminum with kind of silhouette lettering, so there was a solid mask and the letters were cut into the solid mask, and there was a perforated aluminum sheet in front of that. It looked really cool. Also, the whole stepwell was carpeted in the old days. Not anymore. And then they've added these things to prevent luggage from sliding forward or backward in a derailment, I guess. See if the water spigot works. Negatory. There's also no cups, so that's interesting. As for the seats, these appear to be, well, this is kind of a little mixed up. So it's original Superliner seat frame. The plastics appear to be new because the radius of the corners on the table to me seem larger than before, but maybe I'm just completely wrong about that. But what is different is the cushions. and the recline controls on the side of the seat. Oh, and this is a leg rest coach, so there's two controls, and they've added essentially a wire mold power strip. That's good. So I got two outlets. We are rolling, and here is the Katrina Dome. I'm surprised that anodized finish is holding up after all these years. I think it was built a very long time ago.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, please have your tickets out available. Conductors will be coming for the train, checking all tickets. Please have all tickets out available.
So after we leave town, we go out on the Lake Pontchartrain causeway for a long time. And then we head into the Mississippi darkness. Or is that only southbound? I don't know. Actually, Mississippi is daytime both directions. So why does the song contain the lyric Mississippi darkness? So it looks like we're passing the New Orleans airport. Too bad there isn't a station stop here. It's quite a ways from downtown. Okay, I guess we're on Pontchartrain, or the approach to it. Lots of swampy areas. Haven't seen any alligators. Plenty of herons though. This is the first time I've seen this causeway when I wasn't extremely tired. The only times I've come to New Orleans on the train were when I was working, and I was either tired on the way into town or tired on the way out of town, because we worked overnight, arrived in town in the morning, and then departed town in the afternoon. Gee, I think we only had about 3 or 4 hours in New Orleans. Alright. Here's the actual lake. Off in the distance you can see a high tension power line crossing the lake. This goes on for a very long time. We're at Yazoo City, Mississippi. A few people boarded here. Not much going on in this town. Nice teapot water tower. Could you check your watch for me? There we go. Might have been out of frame. It's about 5:40 in the morning, and we are hurtling towards Champaign, north of Mattoon right now. So we made it through Champaign. According to Jim, there's 21 boarding. 21 on, 9 off.